What's up, bitches? It's been a while since we did a morning dart like this. I think I'm just getting over a little fucking bacterial sinus infection thing. I just had some fucking runny nose all fucking week, and I just wasn't a big fan. Decided to practice some good holistic medicine. Didn't want to go to the doctor and get tested or anything. I still had all of my senses, taste, all that, fucking smell, eyesight. You know, I don't think it was COVID. No chance it was COVID. If that was COVID, I don't know what the fuck I've been freaking out for the last 2 years. But yeah, I just took it with a full frontal approach, and I was thinking about it a little bit. They say like when you're feeling congested, go in like a shower or like in the bathroom and turn on a hot shower, and like let the steam slowly seep into your lungs, and then like the warm moisture and air will like pull the mucus off of your lungs and whatnot. And then I thought about it. I was like, yeah, that's possible, but I don't think it's really gonna do as much. And I thought about not smoking while I was going through being sick. I thought about it. I was like, well, it's kind of like from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Like when Blue he's trying to cook cookies, and he looks at the packaging or whatever, if I remember right, and he like if I turn up the oven this much, then the cookie time will go from like 30 minutes to like 30 seconds, minus the fire at the end. So like, what would have taken like a week's worth of aroma, sticking around in the bathroom with the steam. I was able to pretty much kick it in a couple of days, and then the last few days I've just been blowing my nose, and I feel fine, and it's been great. About to go back and get my grade 9. It's supposed to be a good time. I graduated high school. A fucking dumbass volunteered at work today. Fuck was I thinking? I woke up this morning after the Post Malone concert last night. Fuck, it was dumping rain this morning. It was coming down like a motherfucker, let me tell you, man. Fucking bananas. So I think it's actually like 8:10 right now. My car says it's 9:10. I'm still old school. I use like a fucking analog or whatever fucking alarm clock on the nightstand. And one on my phone, but the one on my phone isn't really, I don't know. I usually wake up and both of them are on. So, yeah. So whatever time I saw when I left the house this morning, that's what time I think it is. So I think it's like 9 o'clock. I think this is supposed to, I thought I heard maybe that this is the last year that they're going to be doing daylight savings time. But honestly, I think it's a really good idea. Let me tell you why. It gets fucking... I leave for work at like 8 in the morning. And I drive by the entrance to my neighborhood, and there's like... Well, not so much lately. Maybe they changed it because of school. Because of the daylight. I don't know. I don't have a kid and know the school system. But... they're usually there, like, they were there around, like, 8 o'clock, but, like, up until, like, a few weeks ago, it was super dark at the bus stop at, like, 7:30, 8 o'clock time, not super dark, but, like, if you're at, like, a bus stop, or, like, say you're living in an area where it's, like, not well lit, and it's super dark out in the morning, and you're not home, and, like, you gotta leave for work, and then you send your kids to the bus stop, and some fucking creepo drives by and tries swooping your kids up. I support daylight savings time for that, or I guess you could just adjust the time that they start the school day, I guess. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I have my fucking window open. I hope I'm not being a douchebag making a bunch of extra noise in your fucking ear. But yeah, I think there's a couple good pros. There's definitely pros and cons. They could just change the time that school starts, but then again, changing the time that school starts is gonna fuck with people's work schedules, because work schedules can't just change like that, you can't just expect to get off work an hour earlier or whatever because you want to change the time the school sucks. You know, there's always fucking bullshit that goes conflicting with each other, you know. It's one of those things in life that just says, fuck you, and deal with it. It's facts, man. It's probably just gonna get uploaded until I get home after work and fucking put on the Wi-Fi. I'm gonna have to cut that out of the video. Peace out, bitches.